Oh my God! It's finally time.
It's a minute and a half, dude. Seriously.
Golly.
Were you watching some other? Look, are you watching some other show while our
So
intro
I was about to unmute when the intro started, and I'm like, Shane, we can hear your sausage commercial. And then I remembered. I forgot I had the stream pulled up. So.
He was gonna go over to Coffee and Ham Radios or what else is playing?
They stream? I don't think they stream on Tuesday. They know
Thursday
better.
night. He was going to watch last Thursday.
All right. So, question. Not question. I have a statement. I don't know if this has been sent out or not, but Interstellar Starman, you have an email and you have a message from me in Discord about your address so we can send you a freaking giveaway item. Come on, son. I ain't supposed to have to chase you down. Jeez. Anyway. There is no 5 minutes late. It's the Clubhouse. We do what we want, when we want.
But we should have done it while they could see.
Well, sure, but
I should have slipped in there and just hit the go live button without you looking.
No, that's dangerous.
I was excited because one, I have the internet back, and two, my mic's back. I don't sound like I'm.
Sometimes before the show I say things or no, don't ever, ever,
we have video evidence of it.
Your Honor, my client
literally showed his ass one night before the show.
my client knew the ability, he just didn't have it.
Exactly, yeah. The schedule says 7, but we start whatever we want. When you hear the music, that's your cue to either get off the pot, put down your drink, come into wherever you're watching this, and sit down and hang on. Here we go. I've missed you guys. It's been a week. We're not going to have Steve tonight. He's rowing his ass back to California and then flying back to South Carolina. So, anyway.
That boy, I tell you what.
Another hall pass.
I thought tonight I was gonna bring out the old shirt. This is a bro. Do you even ham radio from Quirky QRP? So
really funny.
It has been through a few washes.
Yeah, but I like the retro.
It's still there. Absolutely.
Because 100%. I've been purposely washing mine, and I was gonna put, but you could see what I'm wearing. It's just a little bit chilled. And I got the heater going,
yes,
but I've been purposely running my quirky clothes to give it the vintage look. Funny, you're doing the same.
Yeah, you just got to take it out in the street and run over it a few times with the truck, and you'll be good.
I could do that too.
Then throw it in the washing machine.
Hang on, they're telling me I got to check my DMs. What the hell is a DM? I'm afraid of DMs.
Somebody's sneaking into your DMs.
Let's see what it says here. He says
the link. What does your DM say?
He says the link you gave me is not working. I don't understand. How could that?
Well, if you would subscribe to the Clubhouse,
that was on purpose.
You'd get a free link every Tuesday night.
We'll try it again.
30 minutes before the show.
No, it was the same one you guys got. So if it worked for you, it's got to work for him.
Is it the StreamYard link or is it the
the StreamYard link?
Oh, they can wait. It's all good.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Well, this is my Friday. I just want to relax tonight. This is my Friday.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
This is my
Thursday.
Wednesday. Yeah. So my Thursday is tomorrow. Then I'm off Friday. A PTO Thursday, Friday. Because I'm going to New Mexico, where I was told that the morning morning temps are going to be in the 40s and 50s. I'm excited about that. Where are all these people coming from?
I don't know. See, I should have sent them.
Who left the key under the mat? Son,
I should have
sent better.
I should have sent them the link to the Northeast Hams. Is what I should have.
You should have. That way it'd be next week.
That would have been a great April Fool's joke, wouldn't it? Come on, Joe.
We'll get to you guys in a minute. All right, Izzo, how's your?
Hang on.
All of us. Oh, we're all back.
So it happened to y'all too?
Yeah, it did.
Huh.
Okay. It scared me for a minute. Like,
I thought it was the kid. I thought it was the kid about 2,000 feet away on his PS5.
Settle down in the green room. Don't be knocking shit over back there. Right?
I thought the kid. Stop kicking shit. I thought the kiddo that was across your room was like in another state for college.
No, they're back home for the summer.
Oh, they want that free food, free rent. They got to pay shit. High speed
I
internet.
I put up a no vacancy sign, and everyone just does it.
They showed up.
Yeah.
They just showed
And
up.
I even put it in Spanish too. So come on.
No, I can't
I said,
eat whatever.
no, you know what I said? I said, this is the border. You can't cross the border.
I'm gonna build a wall.
Yeah, with Legos.
Legos, yeah.
And then I end up stepping on them. That's gonna be the luck of Izzo.
You got to pay the medical bill when they go to get that Lego dug out of their foot. Phil, thank you so much for the 36 months. Must be Tuesday night. Appreciate you there. Four-wheeling redneck. Thanks for the 42 months. Appreciate that. Look at this guy. Remember for 24 months. Glad you guys get it. Well, we're here every Tuesday. And this old fart. Remember for 22 months. Thanks for being there, man. We appreciate you guys. Anyway, back over to you, Izzo.
So, first off, I want to thank Jason, Ham Radio 2.0.
Okay.
For an incredible show on Sunday.
Are we down? Are we back up?
All right, so
back up. Oh shit, this ain't good.
It ain't me.
It's not you. It's got to be StreamYard.
It's got to be all three of us experiencing it. So
yeah, that's got to be StreamYard.
So do I have to talk real fast?
Yeah, talk fast. It might be a short show.
Oh.
We have a backup just in case. It'll be a minute to get it spun up. But we do have a backup, so y'all bear with us. Yeah, restream.
Oh.
It won't look pretty, but it'll be there.
Okay, so.
All right, quickly. Jason, Ham Radio 2.0 did an incredible and fun show a couple nights ago on Sunday night. Congratulations. I forget the guy who won the Icon Mark II, but it was a fun show.
I was upset.
Yeah, I know. I was upset too. Because you start planning. What would I do with it? What am I going to? Am I going to sell something?
I'm jealous.
Well,
I had it sold. I had to give the guy money back.
No lie.
I had to issue a PayPal refund.
I had an Amazon. I had in my Amazon a box of Band-Aids going to Shane's house. If I found out you won that, you were going to get a box of Band-Aids.
Right.
For that one.
I got my own Band-Aids, son.
That was fun. And then T.O. last night was giving away these various cases. They were doing giveaways with cases. Very, very cool cases that you can make or whatever. I don't know how to 3D print this stuff, but anyway.
Mo says rich chick.
Mo. Come on, Mo. That happens around here. You know that. What else is going on? A whole bunch of stuff have been delivered to my house. We'll call them early Father's Day gifts. I'll show them later. I'll show them later in the show. Let's see what else. There's a couple other things. Oh, I've been redoing some antennas. I've been doing counterpoises on my spool antenna. On my Reliance antennas, everything I have now for an antenna will have a counterpoise when I go out into the field. So I spent yesterday when I got home from work doing banana plugs, doing quick disconnects, whatever. And I'm going to be pulling out. I started pulling out my old Eagle One vertical. I'm going to modify that thing. I was watching some of those YouTube videos, what to do. I got some plans up here. Oh, and my antenna in the backyard, that's a sloper. I think tomorrow, I'm going to put it as a horizontal. So,
you gonna flat top it?
Yeah, I'm going to try to flat top. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see if there's a difference.
K8MRD does it all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hank.
Hey.
It's funny.
Anyway, that's it for me. And I got 2 days off. Let's go play some Poda. Let's just, be a ham. I'm going to be a ham for 2 days. So
you're not going to wear fresh underwear. You're going to be like unshaven and you're going to have a counterpoise.
yes, correct. May even wear those quirky QRP Poda socks for crying out loud.
Just in case.
No, but it's funny what you said before we cut out. When I cut over all the winter stuff, well, not all the winter stuff, because obviously I got some stuff here. But my quirky shirts, I want more of a rustic vintage look. And I've been throwing them in the water, and I've been
it's so vintage you can't read it anymore.
But I love that look. I love it.
But that's years. This is years of use too.
Yeah, but that's like, well, our shirts have got to be what, 4 or 5 years old, maybe longer.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah, this one especially.
6.
I think it's at least
5.
4 years old. Easy.
Right.
I'm sure James can tell us because he sent it to me.
Right. Anyway.
And it gets a lot of use.
Anyway, that's me.
Awesome. JoeBrett?
What's up?
I like that 80 retro Hawaiian shirt you're wearing.
It's definitely a Hawaiian shirt.
Normally it's Hawaiian shirt Friday at my place of work, but I guess
so. I bet
Hawaiian shirt Tuesdays.
I'll bet between the Hawaiian shirt, he's in a pair of either dark colored shorts or khaki shorts, and he's got a pair of Crocs on with no socks. Am I right?
Well, you said either a dark color or a light color pair of shorts. What else is it going to be?
Well, it could be a lot. Well, I got various colors.
Crocs with no socks.
Crocs with no socks.
Yep. They're in off-road mode.
I tried on. Hey, Joe, you would have been proud. I tried on a pair of Crocs a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago.
I refuse. I'm not wearing Crocs.
I can't pull it off.
See, I do wear pants to the show.
I don't. That's why I don't stand up. If I do, I just raise the desk.
Yeah, so I just put this on to come out here. It's
hot.
So
Hawaiian
shirt, Tuesday night, shack night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you have the AC on tonight?
Yep. Turned down.
Cool in the shack.
It is. Got my little mini fridge.
Yeah, I saw that, man. You're all set. Little 6-pack, right?
So some of you might remember because you were here. But JoeBrett has become an official Yaesu factory
depot repairman.
No. JoeBrett got lucky and it worked.
Don't tell him that.
No,
some people call the guy to fix the washing machine. Now people are going to call you to fix their Yaesu. It's that's how it works.
I still don't
Tell
know.
us about it.
I still can't read a schematic worth the damn. I know what the little ziggy lines are.
It means it's connected to something.
And I know what that little arrow is, but
ground.
Yes, it's still. I didn't do it by schematics. Luckily, somebody on YouTube, Great World of YouTube, had the same problem with one of the radios. That actually turned out did not fix my problem like it fixed his. But I persevered. Still made it work. So, yep, that's it. You want me to give you details?
Yes, that
was too fast of an answer.
Time.
Yeah, that was too fast of an answer.
So you had 2 radios that you got for $50, right?
Yeah, for both of them.
For both,
so,
right?
So $25 a piece. Yeah,
$25 each because it didn't work. And after a couple of weeks of tinkering with them, you got a full-fledged, both 2 radios worth about $1,000 each.
And you paid what, $50?
If you bought them both brand new
25.
today, they would be $3,100 before tax.
And you got them for $25 each.
Yep.
God.
See, son, that's how you do it.
And let's see.
You want to show a screen capture or a screen video of what you got running in the shack right now? It ain't just a 7300. Look at that. Look at that.
So that's
Wow.
the 991A. There we
right.
go.
That's
So,
pretty.
When I got this one, it was fully functional on UHF, VHF, but the HF was dead. So I'm assuming they probably didn't have the antenna hooked into the 2-meter side, but they did the HF side, and it was a victim of lightning. So that only took a replacement of 150 ohm SMD size 08. I forget. SMD 150 ohm resistor. Fix the HF side. So it's back going.
Is that the one that had like the atrocious solder port or solder pads?
Yes. That's the one that had the solder pads gone.
They were gone.
So I had to get creative.
Okay.
But
you didn't take pictures, did you?
Jumpers.
Yeah, I took pictures. So after I'll show you pictures. I'll show you pictures.
Right.
Well, let's get on down to this one.
Look at that amplifier. Oh,
look at that.
There's a radio there. Oh, look at that, son.
Plastic on the screen. FTDX10.
Wow.
So when
you converted from an ICOM shack to a Yaesu shack for $50.
Easy. Yeah.
I mean, he's down there listening. That's it.
So I'm going to have them all four hooked.
It's off.
I'm going to have the 7300 and that one hooked up with a switch so I can switch between them. Okay. Then I'll have this one and my 705, which is way up there right now temporarily. Oh, that's another radio I got. Anyway, I'm going to have all four of them all wired in. I got to get some more USB cables so I can do the computer
on a
stuff.
foot switch with where you can transmit through your big mic.
Crap. I think I got another dual foot switch so I can have 4 foot switches down there.
It's be like playing an organ down there.
Yeah, just go to any dispatch
Which
center.
radio is it going to be?
Joe, you know that. Just go to any dispatch center, any PSAP.
Right.
You'll get.
So I tell you, so the DX10, when I got it would still power on, but it was stuck at the screen saying load firmware card. It couldn't read a firmware. So there was a guy on YouTube that got one in that suffered a lightning strike and it was doing the same thing. So there was a 3.3 regulator, little transistor regulator thing, whatever, 3-leg little device that provided 3.3 volts to the SD card and screen processor, whatever, something like that. Well, I ordered both parts I needed for both radios. I ordered from Mauser. They come in a couple of days, and I started doing surgery. This thing didn't want to work. I replaced
it. He tried to resuscitate it. He was giving it all kinds of drugs.
So CPR. Gummies. Gummies.
So I got one of those fancy little power supplies that you can adjust the volts and amps. You know, the digital power supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, at my repair station, and so I was able.
The office.
He's so professional. I like that.
Right.
The repair session.
So anyway, guys, if you don't mind,
I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
I could inject 3.3 volts to the circuit directly from the power supply, and it worked. It come on. But I had to find a way. So when I replaced that part, I was like, okay, this is it. It was beautiful. I used the hot air gun because I had to use solder paste to put the new part in, and a little solder on the legs. I'm like, finna be golden. Turn it on. Guess what? Load firmware.
A dang thing.
Load firmware. So we're back at square one. And so I did the next logical thing. I said, all it needs is 3.3 volts. That's all it needs. So I had two choices: either buy a buck converter and stuff it in the case somewhere, right? Wire it into the 12-volt rail, buck it down to 3.3 volts, call it a day. But no, I would have to wait for that to come in the mail because I didn't have one laying around.
Mm-hmm.
So the next logical thing is I took my multimeter and I started probing around on the circuit board. And there's a whole bunch of 5 volts and a whole bunch of 12 volts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And everywhere I found 3.3 volts on the board, when I would solder my little jumper wire to it, it would pull it down to 1 point something volts. So it wasn't enough. And
Did you attach it to a 5?
No, I was almost that desperate, but I was telling myself that ain't how you do it. Don't do it.
That's how the smoke comes out. That's how the smoke comes out.
That's how this is how this is going to end. Don't do it.
Don't do
it.
So anyway, I noticed inside the circuit board that there was several like ribbon cable connectors and some like where, how you like your old hard drives had a little jumper where you hook 2 prongs up or these 2 prongs are those. Anyway.
Can you pull that plastic off?
Yeah, Eric's getting
about
nervous.
to lose himself.
We'll see. We're
going to keep him in anticipation.
So anyway, I probed one of those empty connectors, and I found they had 5 volts on all of it, except this one had like 3.3. And I said, that being
diamond in the rough.
that being a connector is supposed to power something, and it's not supposed to pull voltage down when it's throwing power. And lo and behold, it worked. So after all, the new part I don't think did squat, but my jumper cables work fine. And I've been making contacts on both radios this weekend.
So what you're saying is, with a set of jumper cables, you can get a fully
Heck
functional.
yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
HF
I put a
radio.
little duct tape down on it to keep them from moving.
Put the screws on the case.
That's
No one knows
called
different.
Even harder right there.
All right, hey, y'all was wanting to see pictures, so let me get back here to my
Let me tell you something. What JoeBrett has said in the last 8 minutes has brought us up to speed in 5 years of us not talking technical radio. So thank you, JoeBrett.
You're welcome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
let me embiggen you. This reserves that respect.
Hell yeah. Get rid of me.
I'm trying to remember which radio this is.
I'm assuming it's one that you talk on the ham bands with.
This
So
is
it really doesn't matter.
This is going to be the 991A, and I don't think that picture had. I don't think I've done anything on that side. So this is what we see.
Yeah, that was the gross thing we saw.
Yeah, so that's the gross thing we saw. Well,
What does it look like now?
hang on. Okay, just making sure.
See,
we was
when
in
you
the right
become an
spot.
extra, this is the shit the stuff you can do.
So that's what we started with. This was on the 991A, so it was pretty obvious to tell where the bad part was here, right?
Clearly.
So, yeah, solder pad's completely gone. There's nothing to solder to.
Lightning said yeet.
So I cleaned it up as much as I could. It's a little bright.
Oh, that's
for y'all.
good.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, little bit of rubbing alcohol and
Yeah.
got her cleaned up. So this is a picture I took
That.
of, out of all people, when I searched this problem for the 991A, guess whose video popped up? Chuck, KK6
Huh.
USY, had a video
Shark to the rescue.
where he repaired, and see that little SMD resistor right there is 150 ohms, and that's what I need. So that's a picture of Chuck's.
I was about to say what happened there.
That's, oh, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, okay. So
Is this where you're injecting?
this is where I'm directly injecting the 3.3 volts and showing that, hey, it's at the
Power
VFO.
zone?
It's at the VFO now.
Yeah.
You got past the firmware thing, right? So there's a still shot. The top
Is that
is
your
the
jumper wires?
Yep. 3.3 at
Hell
the
yeah.
top, ground on the bottom. And that's the bad part.
More ways to skin a cat.
Yep.
There you go.
Then
Jumper.
then I used test leads to a multimeter linked together to make an antenna, so I could actually receive some noise in the building there. All right. So
Oh,
this is,
That's ugly. High five.
yeah, that's Wicker Made LLC creations there.
I like that.
So this, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear it, but I used my hack RF to inject a Morse code signal,
Huh.
so I could
Okay.
see that it was actually receiving radios. Because Beer Snack said, "Okay, great, but does it do
What can
radio
it
things?"
receive? Yeah.
Yeah. So, can I pause that? Let's go back and see what it says. K5YVY is 5NN. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
And it's doing radio things when you hit the play button.
Yeah, and y'all can't hear it here, but I was actually receiving some 6-meter FT8 signals. That was
Heck
great.
yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm in the money. I just got to get this to work, because notice I still got the jumpers hooked up.
I gotta find my 3 volts.
Yeah, it's upside down.
Oh, there's some auction stuff.
Yeah.
So I
What
better
shit you buying?
be careful what I show y'all.
They're gonna outbid you.
All right. So this
Okay.
is surgery day. All right, the parts are in. There's my pad. I've removed. The yellow tape is very important, because with hot air, you see that little bitty
Yep.
little.
It'll remove it.
It'll blow it right off the board.
It
You'll
will
never find it.
chew it right off the off the board.
Man, when I had my colonoscopy, it sounded like the same thing that they did for me here. But good.
So there's the brand new parts, and of course, order extra. They only cost a few cents a piece. Well,
Right.
I think those were like $1.10 a piece. But anyway, in case you mess one up, you always want extra. So there's the new part set in that didn't work. But anyway, moral of the story is I ended up making those jumper wires to the board. I don't know if I took pictures of that. We'll get to it. So here's my repair to the 991A. So my solder pads were gone. And
Completely.
yeah. And I noticed I had enough room where this little white block here, which is like a relay or something, I guess. Anyway, it's got 4 legs coming off of it. There's another, I wish you could see where I was pointing, but the 089 is another resistor.
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, there was just enough room to solder that resistor in between those 2 legs, which I determined by the traces that was left. If you can see, there's a trace going to that leg.
Yep.
They were supposed to both connect to those legs. Got to follow the trace. And then I had to take a little piece of wire, because this trace in the middle of the screen here to the right of the shiny aluminum, or not aluminum, whatever it is.
Aluminium.
Yeah. That was a trace too that was broke. So instead of they're very fragile. So instead of wasting my time doing that, I just soldered that little jumper wire from that to the base of the little coax injector shield there.
Common sense.
Yeah. And she worked great. And there's
So I'm assuming you've gotten fixed it.
That's a great message. That's
Yeah.
a great message.
And of
All right,
course,
so
the 991A scope sucks, but you can see on the meter there, I'm receiving the Morse code on it.
So have you made contacts on both of the radios?
Yes, all weekend I made contacts. I swapped between them.
That's all that matters.
Pulled up my POTA spot page and made some contacts.
What kind of reports were you getting back?
A 5.9, man, always.
Shoot, yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Yeah. So here's my permanent fix. So we got the don't mind the black and the white there. Oh yeah, that's right. Positive and ground. So I went from that. The ground, actually, I think I don't know if I even kept the ground on there, but there's where I injected the 3.3 volts to that little ribbon cable connector. Everywhere else that I tried, and there's so many spots, I could like go around showing you where I filled in these little holes with solder, like right there, that didn't work. But yeah.
But the moral of the story is now it's working. That's all that matters.
Now it's working. Yep.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, a little ground solder to
absolutely
all self-contained.
Put the screws back on it and made some contact.
Call it good.
That's a good feeling.
You need me to send you a Band-Aid sticker to put on the inside of the case?
On the inside, yeah.
So that the next person gets it, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Beer Snake says accidentally Mars modded it.
I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to open it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? Because you fix problem 1, but you don't want there to be a problem. You just want an advancement. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you do? Do you spin the wheel?
It's not Mars modded. Just I had to try.
Don says, "Did you get good audio reports, or did you get back? You sound like Shane."
It sounded good. So
that's awesome, man. Congrats. That's a hell of an investment there.
And full output power as well. Just throw that in there. Check that out too.
All right. Before I start on my rant, we have guests that are waiting in the green room. So let's get their guests in. Oh, can I get a refill before our guest gets here?
Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Because I also want to show. Can I show? Yeah, let's look.
He's right. The only thing left is a drop test.
So if any of you watching is going to be in Huntsville and you're interested in a line of Drake radios, I've got your MS4 speaker and power supply, your Shure microphone, your TR3, your TR4XB, and your R4A right there for you. And then this at the bottom is a Hammerland 140. So receiver. So if you want to put together you a vintage radio.
In other words, JoeBrett does not
Okay.
want to bring it home.
Oh, look here. I got an ICOM receiver. I got all this off of a state auction this weekend. So I still got to go through it and see what's what. I just kind of got it sorted in here. But it can't. I wish I had the room. If I had the room, that all that Drake stuff would be up on the shelf, hooked up, glowing.
Shaq Eaton.
Because I've been wanting Drakes for a long time, just mess with them. But now that I got them in here, it's like, they're in my way already.
It's all fun and games until you pull the trigger on it.
And I will make trades for stuff or cash at Huntsville, but you got to commit if I'm going to haul the heavy sun guns down there.
So we're going to bring stuff from Mississippi to Huntsville.
Yep.
With the intentions of, I don't want to bring this back, but you're going to trade to bring other stuff back.
Yep.
I love how we think.
Stuff. Yeah.
I love how we think. I love how we think.
Cash is extremely light, so.
Cash makes the world go round.
Or even lighter if you Zelle or Venmo or something, cash out, whatever.
So you're saying free delivery to Huntsville?
Yeah.
Yeah. Free delivery. You use the gas to haul it home.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we have guests tonight.
Yeah,
so
we'll do that.
Let's welcome to the stage Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi,
She's
Shannon.
back. She's back.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to
the
show.
most patient people I've seen in a long time.
Because our intros take forever, so we take that off. There.
Well, they said 8:30. They said at the bottom of the hour, so they're good.
It's 7:30 where I'm at.
Well, okay, 7:30.
Okay.
So we're right on time with them.
Yeah. So 8:30 in the time zone that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I was recently forced to switch to a 24-hour clock, so it's 20:37 here.
So how you guys doing tonight?
Excellent. How are y'all?
Good. Eric, you look a little
no.
Gray in the face.
This is just a 5 o'clock shadow. This is 5 o'clock shadow. This is it.
I don't even see two or 3 o'clock on there. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, good lighting. That's how I get this.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I haven't checked the beard or buck challenge.
It's at 182. It's at 182.
Oh, maybe we should drop that link.
Let's not.
I 100% agree. If it's something to humiliate Eric, yes, and I'm going to promote it on. I'm
actually in this case, Shane. I'm happy to be humiliated with this because it's going to a good cause, either TI or actually hopefully another school.
Well,
so
tell us what it is.
Well, okay, fine. So I have to say, a long time ago, well, a couple weeks ago, we'll say, Shannon decided to say, "Hey, how can we?" Or no, she was talking on Brew and Activate how beards are the coolest thing on guys, and I was like, "No, whatever, go fly a kite." And she's like, Eric should get a beard. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting a beard. She's like, how much money is it going to take to get you to get a beard? Give me a number.
It's a well-known fact that I think that men should have beards and guys that don't have beards are just boys. Okay.
Wow.
But so you can't say
I got a chin beard. That's about it.
You can't
Somebody
say
get me a Sharpie. Somebody get me a Sharpie.
I know, right?
You can't say that it was me. It was Matt N3VAN who was on the show that day.
I was there.
And he was talking about it.
Yeah, he just egged you on. That's why.
This guy.
Yes. So that is probably true that he was somewhat of an instigator. And then, yes, I did say, what is the super chat number that we would need to hit in order for you to grow a beard? And you were the one that said $500.
And I was like, okay. I can't put $1,000 out there because that's too insulting. But
you thought that was an unattainable goal, and now we're already at $182 somewhere around there.
Well, all right, I just did. There we go. There's the link. So, I can't post this. Well, let me post it.
Chat,
okay, there we go.
Can we do something for them? Any chats we get tonight, can we throw it into their kitty?
Yeah, I don't think so. In essence, the way it works is that I've got a nice little donation meter up there, so you can go up there and donate even when we're not on a live stream. But you can do either or. YouTube's going to get their 30% cut, but if you do the donate directly at the website, then we won't have to worry about YouTube getting their money. The end goal is really for what I call the kids, because whether we give it to TI and that'd be the full $500, or there is a school in my local town that is starting a ham radio club, and I know the teacher well, and he's been doing stuff, and I just, he's struggling to get the students radios and that type of stuff. So $500 to them would be an
always
awesome
about
shot.
You're
It's
about
always
to get
about
beer
the
shamed,
kids.
by the way.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Here we
no,
are.
that's true.
Here's Gimli.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on.
and he's driving.
No,
And
yes,
he's
he's probably going by a
He's
You're in
by
trouble.
himself. So the greatest thing about Beer Snack is not hearing Beer Snack.
No, the greatest thing is Beer Snack's facial expressions. That say
I know,
it all.
right? And then
Don't worry, we'll wait.
We can't hear him, but we can secretly hear him.
See, what did I
There
tell
we
you?
go. He's hearing it.
Just say something.
5'9".
He's driving by a
Can I
cop.
get a signal report, son?
Can you hear me now?
5
by 5.
Good.
Slight delay.
So I've been summoned for a couple of reasons. One, I heard beards are cool. Yes, I agree. Number one. Number two, I heard something about money.
Yes. Not my fault, though.
I love you, Beer Snack. I love you, brother.
So I'm going to say this. From now until the end of the stream, any super chats that we get are going to go to Eric's thing. So
Appreciate it.
super chat your heart out.
Yeah.
And we're going to send that over to make sure that you have to grow a beard.
God has
thank you,
spoken.
guys.
God has spoken.
So if you want to see what I look like based off of what AI thinks I look like a beard, go up to Beard or Bust, the link there. You'll see a picture. Shannon did a full meter up. You get to see what I look like. Grizzly Adams, the whole 9 yards.
I got to pull that.
No,
up.
that's
I mean,
not
I
cool,
said I
Adam.
thought he kind of looked like Forrest Gump when he runs across the country.
We're gonna go with Grizzly Adams. We're going with Grizzly Adams.
They're gonna run.
I thought he was ham sexy. Okay.
I didn't say that the Forrest Gump look was bad.
Right.
I think it looks kind of good.
Yeah. I mean, if you're homeless.
Thank you.
Listen,
I think it's
isn't that sort of like the hipster look though? Is like you sort of look homeless, but you really
I mean,
I
have
think
money.
it's an
All
improvement.
right,
Where
think
you're
I'll go
at.
home.
Look at this. All right. Ed's gonna be the first one to start it.
Oh
Yep,
boy.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ed.
thank you for
Get
this
that.
$5
This
super
could-
chat.
this could be really-
We received,
running.
but I'm going to contribute myself. Any super chat we receive tonight is going to go to this fund. So, you guys super chat away. I'm going
And-
to.
Is
and
that
I
after-
really- I
after YouTube
appreciate
taxes
that.
or
No, we'll cover that.
No, Shane's gonna cover that.
Yeah, I'll cover it. I'll cover it. I got you, buddy.
thank you. Well, I appreciate everybody
It's for a good
donating
cause.
that.
It's for a
Okay.
good cause.
We need to
Now,
link up.
Shane, you got to
We
start
need link
keeping track.
I threw it in the private chat.
Just look at the date.
Yeah,
It'll
I
work
think they
out.
posted the link. Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
you got
log
another
out of the
$2 from
I got to log out of the
Frequency
Clubhouse account.
Frontiers.
Otherwise, I'm going to be super chatting as a
Oh
Clubhouse.
my gosh. Okay. Well,
That's
the
not
funny thing is the meter is actually a real-time update, so I can
Is it
actually go up
moving?
there and I
Share
can
it.
move it. Yeah, give me you
Frequency
just go up to the same
Frontiers.
page. Yeah, just go up to the same page. So what do we get? $7. Oh, it's $2, $7. So okay,
Yep.
let me go and update it manually here since I can't do two things at once.
All right, so super chat. I'm gonna do this myself.
Oh, we got another $5 from Dave Newmeyer and 0KM. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that.
I can't math on stream.
Anything that we can do for like a joke,
Absolutely.
Oh, Pepe
Jokes for
sent
good
us
causes.
two somethings. I don't know what a CHF is, but he sent us two of them. So thank you, Pepe.
That's a different currency.
Is that like Chilean? Like what is
I
HB9
think
EVT?
I think so. There we go. There's my $10 super chat.
All right, updated.
Well, you're gonna have to update a lot more.
Well, I can only do one thing at once.
Okay, Pepe is in Switzerland.
I did give you the
I was
access, so
just
you
about
can
to say
update it
that is
yourself.
Swiss francs. So Pepe, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yes, awesome, guys. Thank you so much. But that's not why we're here.
No.
Why we're here. Oh wait, no. Sorry.
I mean,
No.
there was actual reasons why we're here.
There
but-
was.
Well,
But why
take
not
it
start
away,
there?
guys.
Well, we thank you again for having us on this. I know it's kind of last minate, and I figured, I'd pull the mic into him. Okay, let's see if we can sneak it in to see if, there's an opportunity to pitch it.
Yeah,
So,
he's good at that.
I learned from the master, as he's not even on here and he doesn't know that.
Right?
Oh God, 999 guys, you guys are going to kill me here.
You bet.
I'm going to have to keep this running.
Run it.
Eric, you know what we
Thank you,
need
Jody,
in
with
the private
the
chat?
462 super
Yeah.
chat.
I need the museum link. Put that in there
Oh.
and I'll post that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Chris
well.
W80
Now you are a museum.
W80X, thank you for the $5.
Look at that. They're rolling in.
We appreciate all you guys keeping
There's
this
that.
donation train rolling, for sure.
I wish we were on Twitch where we could have like the hype trains.
Yeah.
And, like keep track of it and like blow the stream up that way. But
So-
one of
I
these
threw
days
this in the
YouTube
private
will
chat.
catch up. Anyway,
Miss
so, all right,
Dave
back
is
to-
inquiring about how much beard is he paying for here? Is it like a Shane beard or a beer snack beard or JoeBrett?
It has to be somewhat substantial. It can't be spear snack style. Like my wife would divorce me. It might be somewhere
Wait,
between.
What about a Molson beard? What about a Molson beard?
I haven't seen him in a beard in a while, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm. You could do like, do goatees count or is it like full beard?
No, it's got to go full.
Okay.
We'll do it the right way.
All right.
Oh God,
Oh,
guys, are killing
John
me.
sending
Hey, look
$20.
This is going to be
John
before we even get a chance to
said,
talk about the.
Just remember, this is all
This is
about
how
the
I run.
kids, guys. This is
Right?
all about the kids. This is not
Yeah,
about Eric.
exactly.
This is about the kids.
Yeah, we're going to do some really cool stuff with them. If I'm kind of leaning more towards the school because of where TI is kind of at, and so I figured $500 for a budding ham radio club is going to blow their doors off, and they'll be
Yeah.
able to get a whole boatload of stuff. So
All right. So before we get distracted, take it away.
Okay.
Explain to what we got going on with this.
Well,
with this-
let's set the stage because this again is a Shannon thing because she does this a lot. We're on Brew and Activate, we're talking, and she's like, "Oh, this international museum thing is coming up," and I'm like, "What's that?" And of course, she's like, and she goes on her diatribe about the International Museum Week and how it's really cool and we should do something. And so I've in my job, I've got a connection to a museum because we support their IT. Long story short. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to keep up
Oh
with
my
it.
gosh.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
the
We'll
super
take
chats
care
are
of this in a
rolling
minute.
in.
Keep
We
talking.
got $4 from
I'm
Phil.
keeping track.
Okay,
I'm
here,
keeping track of them.
Well, if you
we'll
really
catch up
want
here in a
to,
minute.
okay, all right, good. So you give me the number after
Continue.
then. All right. So Shannon's like, well, we should do international museums, and I'm just like, what's that? And so she starts to talk.
Hold on, I gotta stop you for this one.
Oh!
Tortoise Overland,
Crap.
beardo or bust. The tortoise
Oh.
beard with the
My wife is not
$100
gonna be happy.
Thank
super
you so
chat.
much, Tortoise.
This didn't play
shit.
well.
The
What,
other
we
TM.
might even hit the 500
Well,
or
I
501.
know
right.
Tortoise is. I know Tortoise is a competitive type. Bob Kopp basically reported her down. Oh well,
my
there we
God.
go. Shit.
Dave!
Oh, dude.
Wow, Dave, thank you so much. Oh my gosh,
Holy
this is amazing. I
on
never
vacation in a
expected it to go
This is what
like
happens.
this.
This is what happens on the Clubhouse, man.
Well, or
So by my quick calculations, from what I've only seen on the what you posted on the bottom
I
there,
think we
we're
might
at
be there.
250.
250 on top of that.
I'm adding up right now. I need.
Come on, do it
I don't know-
fast.
I don't-
You
I
give
don't
me
know
the number and I'll add it to
conversion.
what we have. Oh, I should have been this
I don't know the
bigger.
conversion, but
Don't worry.
I'll get back to you here in just a minute.
Okay. All right.
Dave, thank you so much.
Wow,
Thank you.
$99.99 from
I appreciate that.
Signals RF.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I couldn't. The
Guys,
slider won't. The slider wouldn't give me. I can't do this. Whatever. Take
No.
$99.99.
That's what happens when you're when you're live.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you for getting.
Anyway,
So
I'm gonna add this up in the background while you're stumbling.
please, let me set the stage here. So we were talking on Brew and Activate, and Shannon's like, oh, international museums, it'd be really cool. So bottom line is the contact I have is at the Charles River Museum in Waltham. And if those that are museum nuts know what the Charles River Museum is all about, might have heard the name Waltham Watches. That ring a bell at all?
Yeah.
They're big, phenomenal. That's where the original watch was built in Waltham. And that museum is pretty much an homage to innovation, industry, the watch factory, so forth and so on. One day, kind of in a kind of passing, I walked by a display that happened to have a ham radio stuff set up on it. And of course, that caught my eye, and I started looking at it, and I was like, "Who's this W1BB, call sign?" Long story short, talked with the director. He's like, "Oh, it's my, grandfather. He was a great, ham, very, very into the hobby, so forth and so on." And I think, "Oh, okay, cool." And so leading up to now, when Shannon goes, "Hey, we want to do, international museums. It'd be really cool to do." Well, now I have a contact. And so I reached out to them and I said, "Hey, we'd be interested in doing this. Would you guys be interested in hosting us? And we could set up a station and do stuff. And we'd like to possibly maybe use this call sign." And so those that might know this call signs and how the whole origination process works, W1AW is a perfect prime example that everybody knows is a popular call. You can't, these are the original calls that were issued by the FCC. So I did a little digging and found, the director's call signs, grandfather's call sign, W1BB, and found the trustee that happened to still own it. And he was still using it. And I reached out to him, and, the story behind the call sign is pretty cool. Like I have a draw towards history, and I like to, dive into that kind of stuff. So when I found out the trustee, had done a number of videos and talks on who W1BB Stu Perry was, long story short, and you can do a little Google search on it, or if you want to just head over to my website, you can see the video over there that Jeff, who's the trustee, did on W1BB. Very famous guy for 160. So, long story short, he did the transatlantic tests on 160. He was the first actual ham for to actually get the worked all countries in for 160, even before there was a 160 certificate. Very popular with other hams who were in the 160 meter band. Did a lot of kind of pioneering for that. But he was a really cool guy. Very one of those kind of Elmers you'd love to have. Because he's willing to teach you everything and anything and give you all the stuff, to get you going. So he very much was instrumental in kind of, basically leading the way for, what we have for 160 today. So I put that together, talked to the museum director, and he's like, "Yeah, I would love to be able to have that. I'd love to be able to use that call." So he gave us permission to use the call. So we're going to be on the air on Saturday, June 20th. From 10 to 2 based off of museum hours. And we're going to be using the W1BB call. And those that work us, because the trustee of the call sign asked us to issue a QSL card to everybody we make contact with. We'll get a custom, unique QSL card created by the museum and W1BB. And so, that's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting because Shannon and I went there today to check stuff out. And of course, it's in the heart of the city. And we all know RF noise floors are probably at a premium. And so, we might be struggling a little bit, but I think we got a good plan. So we're here kind of sharing that a little bit with the idea that, if you're in the New England area and you're around Saturday, come by, come operate, come hang out. Come check out the museum. It's a phenomenal place. I mean, Shannon was there today. I mean, what was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. Unfortunately, when we were there today, they were closed to the public because they're having a private event. But I brought Miles with me, and right at the front desk, they have some little scavenger hunt papers and pencils that you can take so you can walk around the museum and kind of do scavenger hunt with your kids. They had a little pamphlet for kids to fill out, what was the most interesting thing that you learned at the museum and stuff like that. So eventually I might go back there and try to do a video with Miles actually doing the scavenger hunt and make some content. I know everybody's dying for me to make more content. But yeah, I mean, it looks like a really cool place. I'm super excited about that. A couple things that Eric didn't mention. So these call signs like W1AW and W1BB, they were originally actually issued just as 1AW and 1BB. So this gentleman, Stu Perry, he actually, he held the call sign since it was just 1BB, which I think is so cool. We actually got to see, a spark gap transmitter that he built in 1912 when he was like 8 years old, is what his grandson Bob told us. And he also said that the family legend is that he actually heard the Morse code from the Titanic. He heard the Morse code of the Titanic sinking. And that was one of the things that got him interested in radio, which I have heard stories of like other amateurs around the world, from those early days of radio, that they were the first people to actually pick up the transmission of CQD from the Titanic. And of course, Miles is like a big Titanic, little Buffy nerd there. And plus he's like 7, right? So I'm like, buddy, this guy's grandfather made this transmitter when he was only like, a little bit older than you are now. Like, how cool is that?
That's awesome.
So it was really, really cool. And I can't wait for the event. And I know the Brocam said one of his comments, one of my fondest volunteer days was doing public outreach at our local museum. Those are great locations to operate from. So 100%. I found out about this International Museums Weekend from a young lady ham radio operator over in the UK, Lindsay Latimer, I think her name is. She actually just wrote a great article for Radcom, if anybody's a member of the RSGB and gets Radcom. It's in the June issue about women in amateur radio, and the first woman who was licensed in the UK, and her name was Beatrice Saltmarsh. And this woman, Lindsay, she does and promotes all these different events like International Museums Weekend, Mills on the Air. So like, you could probably double dip, right, with the Charles River Museum of Industry, because it's also an old mill. And British Inland Waterways on the Air is another event that she does. And, I love special events. I love any opportunity to be able to interface with the public and meet people and share, my love of amateur radio with other people. But also in doing the museum, right, you're not just introducing the public that's coming to the museum about amateur radio, you're also promoting the museum to other amateur radio operators that are on the air, right? And if it wasn't for this event and me mentioning this event and Eric saying, hey, have you ever been to this museum? I never even heard of this museum. And I've lived, north of Boston for, 42 years, right? Yep. So imagine if all of us went out and found a museum to, get together with them and, say, hey, is this something that you'd be interested in having us set up a table outside your museum or inside your museum, show amateur radio to, your visitors, but also letting other people on the air know about your museum. It helps bring awareness to them so that, they can get more donations and more visitors and continue in their own missions.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to get with Mike, K8MRD, because the USS Texas just came out of restoration and they were like firing guns the other day. Like, we should totally get an activation of a POTA park at where it's been moved over to, so that we can get that.
Cool.
To get that museum chip.
I think they just had museum ships on the air, I think.
So as of like a few minutes ago, $487 and
the freaking doors off of things.
Broke the top of the
I'm blown away, guys.
there.
Yeah, we blew
Blown
it
away.
out. So
nice job.
Now,
Nice job.
I will say that
I can see that stubble coming through
YouTube's
already.
going to take a portion of that, but we're going to donate. We're going to donate everything over that we can. But $487.60 for tonight.
That is awesome. Thank you, guys.
That
club is going to be totally blown away.
And
awesome.
you don't have to stop there either. If you guys want to keep it going, I'm sure we could, maybe could do something like every $10 over the 500. He has to grow like the beard another inch.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, glitter and different
If we
dyes.
said $2,000 if Shannon grows her own beard, yeah, no, how about that
Or
one?
just like chalked it on.
I don't care how it gets on there as long as we raise the money.
That's awesome. But thank
Yes,
Thank
so,
you, guys.
everyone who
Thank
so
donated
if you hit
tonight. Thank you so much.
if you hit 1,000, it has to be a glitter beard.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, Joe. What? What?
Yeah.
Say something?
For,
No,
if you
no,
get
no, no, no,
1,000,
no. Glitter is the herpes of the arts and crafts world. You will never
Thank you.
get rid of it. I'm still pulling glitter out of my beard from 2 Christmases ago working at work. No, don't do it ever.
Thank you.
Glitter.
no,
Thank-
I disagree. If we get over $1,000 tonight, you gotta put glitter in your beard.
Please don't, Garth.
When
It's only
eventually
300
grow
away.
it, when you grow it like 6 months from now.
Or tell you what, I want to see some Poda Power pink
right.
stripes over here.
I have a serious question tonight.
Uh-oh.
Serious. Us. All right, so
Sorry, Siri.
Siri, see my Siri.
Never mind,
is,
Siri.
going off. Yeah, shut up, bitch. All right.
Hey,
so-
Alexa, tell Siri would never mind.
Exactly. All right, so
Okay, Google.
I leave tomorrow for Angel Fire, New Mexico. There are 3 Poda parks
I thought you said this
in
was
Angel
serious.
Fire, New Mexico. It is serious. It involves me and Poda. Of course, it's serious.
You have the rubber bumpers on the radio?
No, he's got a lot of spare Band-Aids, though. He's okay.
No.
He gave all those
there's
away.
3 parks. There is a Veterans of Vietnam. There's Eagle Nest, and there's Cimarron Canyon State Park. So my question to the ethos of the 112 people watching: should I set up an invent half wave as a vertical? Should I set up a Buddy Stick Pro
As a vertical.
as a vertical? Should I set up a infant half wave as an inverted V? Because if you look at Angel Fire, it's in the middle of a valley, so
It's in
there's
a
like
bowl.
mountains on both sides.
What's an ethos?
So I
told
want to
Ethos,
be able to
ethos.
contact. I
don't
want to
know
be
what
able
an
to
ethos
contact everybody.
that's
Well, the
But I
problem
gotta
being
make a
in the
sacrifice.
valley
I don't
is
know
you're
what I
gonna
should
have to
do.
you're gonna have to set it up low to the ground for the Envis.
it's
you can get
invis.
over the
I told you.
So JoeBrett said Invis,
You
but
got to get out the bowl first, son.
Try this.
Is a vertical, a ground mounted vertical, is that enough to get 2 or 3 degrees off the horizon to get
Go.
you like over the mountain?
You're in a valley. Go
Yep.
search
You're gonna
bog
be bouncing off
antennas.
the mountain.
Get yourself a bog and build a bog antenna for receive only. Throw
I
it
don't
on the
have time.
ground, and then
It's
at that
Thursday.
point,
It's
but
Thursday of
it's
this
just a
week.
piece of wire. There's nothing to it. There's like maybe a
There
small
is.
little
It
transport.
It requires me to not do my normal laser orders for my customers, and I
Well,
have to research
that's
this.
priorities. I get it.
So
So-
what I'm trying to do is leverage the shit that I already have. So I have infant half waves, and I have Buddy Stick Pros,
Do
and
both.
I have a DX Commander Expedition. So is it ground mounted vertical? Is it?
You take them
Inverted
all,
V,
and then you
is
come
it-
back and you let
I
us
don't
know.
have
Exactly.
space for everything.
You're a freaking
No,
ham.
no, no,
Shannon.
no.
You have a truck.
So
Bring the hot air balloon
idea-
and a tether.
It sounds like a
No!
Poda wagons and needed.
No. The
Rent a
idea
U-Haul.
is I'm looking for somebody who has been in a mountainous region who has done POTA. What is the best antenna? Was
DX
it a DTOS? Was
God, no.
Was it the
best
DX
antenna
Commander?
is the one
Was
you
it
have
the
with
infant
you.
halfway?
Thank
I
you,
agree.
Beer Snack.
No,
Thank
I
you.
agree. But I'm trying to maximize what's going to be most efficient because I want the 109 people who are watching to put me in
what-
their ham
what are
alert
the-
and,
what are the
and try
ground
to make
conditions?
contact with me.
What are the ground
It's-
conditions?
It's a freaking mountain. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
but is
afraid
it all rock?
mostly hot.
Is it sand?
Yeah,
Like
100%.
that'll
No,
that'll
it's
make
all
it.
rock.
What's your moisture content? What's your salt content? Come on.
Angel Fire, New Mexico. Do your research.
You do the research and tell me.
No,
Right.
I'm not.
You're the one going.
Go to the
You tell
Google.
me.
Go to the Google and say how moist is it. It's very
Yeah,
simple.
we have this thing called AI,
Dave-
right?
So
Like
Dave
that's
says,
that.
I'm in a valley right now. Infed half web sloper
Yeah.
will get you out. I can do that because I'm taking my mast with me.
You made contact with Medea yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, but as a swapper, which is your feed point at the top of the mast, or is it down at the ground?
Always at the bottom.
There's people that will beg to differ that the feed point should be at the top.
I've done it at the top, and I've had pretty good luck.
I'm going to take my bug out. I'm taking the bug out mini. I'm taking my Pack 10 mini infinite half wave, my mast, and I'm taking the Buddy Seek Pro.
Then do it in an inverted V, because ultimately you'll probably get better use out of like your end fed in an inverted V.
That's what I said. That's what
Okay.
I told him.
All right.
I told him the inverted V overall.
Now
So
I
Mike
would
says
also
RF will find a way.
it will, that guaranteed. But like I've done it where I put the transformer up the top of the mast and had my it was almost a vertical, but as an end fed, and it worked great. I was making contacts. Again, experiment, RF, and find out, as Mike says.
Okay, so
Try something new.
make sure you have K5QBF in your ham alert for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll work you. We'll listen.
Come on, son.
Yeah, so I meant to mention, the frequencies that we're trying to get on. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do 160 meters. I know people are looking for that.
NCW.
I don't think we're going to be able to get a long enough wire for that. And it's from 10 to 2, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., like in the middle of the day. So I was telling Eric, I think we should do 29.160 megahertz and we should do 18.160 megahertz to get the number 160 in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna do sideband. Shannon's basically offered to bring all of her slow scan TV stuff so we can do museum shots. We'll be live streaming this whole thing. So if you can't obviously in the local area, go check out my channel. I'll be live streaming the whole entire thing. So you can, be part of the action and have some fun and, see what goes on. But yeah, we don't know what to expect. I've never played radio in the middle of Waltham set, downtown. So, we'll try it out and we'll do our best. We'll circle around next year and do it differently.
We'll try it. I'll try.
Yeah. So
take
Shane,
contact with you
put
and
W1BB into your ham alert, and we'll put you in our ham
I'm doing it
alert, and
right
we'll
now.
definitely we'll try to work each other for sure.
But like I said, because the trustee has asked us to send out a QSL card to everybody we make contact with. You make contact, you'll get a commemorative custom QSL card for W1BB and the International Museum Week. So pretty cool.
Yeah, and I love paper QSLs too.
And you like paper logs too.
Yes, paper QSLs, paper logs, eyeball QSO cards. I believe in keeping the old traditions alive, because if somebody doesn't keep them alive, they're going to die out. And I think that would be a sad thing if, you couldn't have those physical reminders to pass on, like someday, when Miles is grown up and he can look at my paper logs and my paper QSL cards and say, these are all the places that my mom contacted on radio.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I broke out the QSL cards before, and the rest of the family has no interest in my radio hobby. They support it, but they don't want to do it, But I break out the QSL cards, and they're like, "Oh, cool! All these different countries and the pictures." And so,
well, it's funny you say that, because the actual the director, Bob is his name. He's part of the Perry family. Nobody in the entire family is a ham except this grandfather of his, and so it's so mind blowing that none of that got passed down. But at the same time, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Well, like Bob said, he didn't really grow up around, in the area and stuff. So, but I was kind of confused. That was one of the first things I asked also was is anybody else in the family a ham? Because this guy was obviously very, deep in the hobby and, did a lot for the hobby. He was actually instrumental in returning the 160 meter band to general amateur use after World War II. And,
Excellent.
there was actually, we saw a picture of his car, from, I don't know, the 1940s or 1950s with
big old Ford Edsel.
Yeah, it was his portable station. And it's we all get so hung up on that radio's too big. You can't bring that portable. But people in the 40s and 50s were bringing tube radios portable. So, where the will is there is a way.
Bob
And
was
that-
telling the story before you showed up, Shannon, about that car because it used to have like a 35-foot whip or 25-foot whip off the back of the bumper. And he's like, I remember my grandfather telling me that he'd go under bridges and you hear this bang, that's a whip hitting off the bridge, but he would never take it down because, like, God forbid there would be that moment he could make that contact, while he was in his vehicle.
Mike N2MAK says he breaks out the QSL cards when he wants family to leave. Is that like you start a slideshow?
It's like videos, family videos. No, Mike. It is not a field radio just because.
So in the museum area, you guys are going to be outside by the
inside.
The layout. Okay, the layout.
We'll be inside, kind of front and center. They basically asked us because we were like, well, where do you want to set up? And they're like, well, we're going to put you prominently right in the middle of all the action. So we'll have a table, a bunch of radios, the displays of Stu Perry's radios and QSL cards and all of his accolades and whatnot. And so we'll be doing that, and hopefully we'll have. And again, anybody who's in the local area who wants to come by and operate, we're always willing to throw you in front of the radio. But really kind of my goal is to, as public comes in, to just introduce them to ham radio. Say, hey, sit down, make a contact, try it out, play with it.
Let me tell you something. Good choice. It's Father's Day weekend. Saturday, if people, the weekend people are going to be out, I believe it's going to be some good weather.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, and the benefit is I guess the Waltham's having their big, kind of Grange, event. So there'll be a footload of traffic that they're all going to be coming towards the museum. So looking forward to seeing a lot more people. And, I would love to be overwhelmed by a lot more people trying to ask what about ham radio and hearing all the weird, noises that's going on and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to it. We're hopefully going to have somebody to come do the CW side of it, just because we want to make sure we pay homage to that, because I think that's important, because that's how Stu did obviously his contacts through 160 was primarily CW and Spark Gap. So it's kind of important to do that. But Shannon and I aren't code people, so it's kind of the way it goes.
And I know that's always seems to be the biggest hit, like when you had your event over at the Krista McAuliffe Discovery Center, or even at like the ARRL Youth Lounge at Hamvention, getting to the kids to see their name and hear their name in Morse code. And even Miles loves Morse code. He got from the gold medal ideas, my good friend Ron K9 ID. He got a shirt with his name in Morse code down the front, and then on the back it has the international Morse code, all the letters and numbers and everything. So he loves his Morse code shirt.
Excellent. So what are you guys thinking? What antenna do you think you're going to
try to keep it simple because of the way the building is, and the building also has we'll say a 50 and over community plugged in next to it, and so we've got very limited space where we can kind of run a lot of antennas. So we're going to probably run an end fed right off the corner of the building, going across the edge line of the tree line in the parking lot, and hopefully we won't have so much signal refraction off the buildings and other metal surfaces. But I'm going to do the best we possibly can and try whatever we can, and then use this as an opportunity to kind of maybe consider what we can improve on next year if we decide to go forward, which I think it might happen. Yeah.
Good.
So
good.
Yeah, it was a little bit, sort of not like really greatly thought out and planned. I was just throwing the idea out there. I wasn't necessarily expecting Eric to kind of take it and run with it, but I think,
I know who I am.
The same thing kind of happens, right? Like I come up with these crazy ideas and then they just blow up into something like this beard or bust thing. But, for you guys, y'all probably know, I know some people in chat know, I'm literally leaving on Monday to go to England for 2 months. So like this sort of couldn't come at like a worse time, because people are like, how are you going to do this radio event from 10 to 2 on Saturday? Shouldn't you be packing? Shouldn't you be getting ready to leave? So yeah, I probably should be. Am I? No, not at all. What else did I decide to do? I decided, hey, since I'm going to England, I'm just going to upgrade my UK license to full. So also on Friday at like 1:30 in the afternoon, I'm taking my full exam remotely. So,
So
if
if you want to
anybody
see Shannon in a total panic and tense situation, watch Brew and Activate at 10 o'clock that morning.
Yeah. So, if you guys watched Brew and Activate, then you saw I used AI to write this test trainer program because the RSGB did release the full license question pool back a few months ago. So I sort of made my own ham study program to help me study for the UK full license test. And I'm happy to report that I have memorized all 517 questions, I think, are in the question pool. It's either 517 or it's 571. It's one of those. I know it's 500.
A woman will never forget. That's the beauty. A woman will never forget.
And I took a mock exam right before I came on the show, and I got 100% on it, 58 out of 58.
Excellent.
So, but
all right, so guys, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, so but I have learned a lot by doing the test, and I've learned a lot of the math involved in calculating gain and loss and SWR and
so she'll be teaching that on Brew and Activate on Friday, right?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, so for Saturday, let's just recap. You guys are going to be in the Boston area, Massachusetts area. So anybody listening, or if you know somebody who's going to be in the Boston area for the week and taking the train up, taking 95 in, whatever, the Mass Pike over, whatever, it doesn't make a difference.
Yep.
Go check out this museum. Boston is a fun area. Boston is a fun city, guys. It's a fun city. There's a lot of ham radio floating throughout the Boston area. Various modes.
It's Waltham, so Waltham's a suburb of Boston.
But
it's still Boston-like, and you got the whole city vibe. So you definitely won't miss out on any of that. But
it looked like it was probably a nice area to walk around. Like you were saying, there was some good restaurants around there. There was a little wooden boardwalk next to the river. So, and it sounds like there's going to be a festival going on that day with maybe music and food too. So come down for the vibes.
Yeah.
Come for the vibes and stay for the ham radio.
100%.
It's all vibe.
Yeah. So 10 to 2 Saturday, we'll be live streaming, so you can check us out remotely if you want to see what's going on action wise. And, outside of that, come by, say hello, introduce yourself.
And that'll be 9 to 1 Central for the rest of us.
Whatever that central thing is. Yeah. Don't ask me to do the math on the rest.
What is it in UTC?
3 p.m.
I don't know.
3 p.m. 3 p.m. their time. Yeah.
I can't figure that one out. So yeah, looking forward to it. I think it's, I love to do things like this because it's one way I can just keep playing my hobby, but more so I get an opportunity to talk to other people that might actually be interested in the ham radio side. And it's not my wife or my family going, "Oh, Dad's talking about ham radio again." People want to know what the heck's going on. What is this whole thing that I'm hearing, and all that stuff. And that for me is the big thing I love about the hobby is that I can introduce people to something that has been around for a long, long time. And, they just may have not picked up on it or heard about it or whatever. And it opens their eyes. It's crazy.
Right. And you're going to be a good ambassador. You're going to be a good ambassador while stuff is going on literally behind you, 2 to 5 feet away from you.
A ham ambassador.
I will not be working the radios. I will be just making sure that people are happy and getting their questions answered. And, we're just basically, talking everything and anything about ham radio. So Shannon, she'll probably be bouncing back and forth, but we'll definitely have somebody making contact. So don't feel like we're going to be that secondary if you're calling from a remote place. But we're definitely.
Will you have VHF? Will you have 146.520 FM running?
We probably could.
Oh, that's actually not.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we could throw a small little whip out the side of the window, and
there you go. Even if it's a mag mount, if it's a mobile antenna, whatever. If you got the extra feed line, and just we could
definitely try to make some contacts on 14652, or maybe hook into one of the repeaters. I know there's a Waltham repeater. We're hoping to maybe get some of the visitors on the air as well. So maybe that's a good idea. Have a little get on the air station, so that people can, kind of make
Right.
some.
And if you can't do it this
comments.
year, do it next year. Obviously, this is going to be, listen, we've all done this. You're going to be all absorbed, and then you're going to start writing notes. Probably you, Shannon, when you get on that airplane and you fly over, you're going to have that fly time. You can just start taking your notes, and you can say, "Hey, Eric, let's consider this for next year." And
He doesn't do that.
Well, our flight.
yes, he does. Yes,
At,
he does.
our flight is at 11:10 at night, so I'm really hoping that we're gonna sleep on the plane. I'm sure Miles probably will, because he still falls asleep in the car on long car rides. But yeah. So for me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep on the plane, because I can't sleep sitting up. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I've never been, to England. Certainly, the only other time I've been to other countries is Bermuda on a cruise, or Canada. So, but I'm excited to, be doing a lot of POTA over there, and also hopefully some UK bunkers on the air.
Pay attention to that call sign. That second call sign.
Put
is
her
what
in
you
your
want
ham
in your
alert,
ham
guys.
alert.
Ham alert. Put
So,
both of her
but
call signs separate entries.
That's what I was
separate
going to ask.
But
I think she's going to say.
But when I pass my full, then my call
Positive.
sign is going to change. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get M0OHT, but we'll have to see what happens. I don't know if it's taken or not.
Oh, we're going to need to know.
But
so
I'm
we
going
can
to try.
update.
I'm going to try to get something that ends in OHT, because I want to try to keep my, my US and my UK call signs with the same suffix. But I will definitely, you guys will see my call sign update on Discord. When I do get my new call sign assigned, which will probably be, a few days after I pass the test, because it takes a couple days for everything to, enter the system, just like it does with the FCC. But yeah, so, I just joined the Clubhouse Discord. I don't know how I wasn't in there before, because I'm in about 500 Discords. Somebody saw my phone the other Sunday when I was at a cookout. They were like, "How many Discords are you on?" I was like, I sort of collect them like Pokemon. So, either if you're in the Ham Radio Clubhouse Discord, or Live Free and Ham, or, if you're a one-lander, if you're in Adventures in Wonderland, then you'll see my call sign update.
Excellent. So there you go, guys. Ham alert is your friend.
And your nemesis, depending on if you're JoeBrett. But man, I'm impressed. This show is kind of turned a page. It's now technical and talking about ham radio topic. What's going on, guys?
Easy at my stomach.
I gotta say.
Do I need to fix that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We still got 42. We still got 42 minutes to bring that place down and burn it down. So trust me. Don't give us a challenge.
Laying it down. So
No, actually, I got to get going. No, good luck with your beard. All right. Definitely take care. Listen, beard oil. All right.
Okay.
Stay away from the national stuff. Find somebody local. All right.
Okay.
That's doing it. Okay. Wash it every day. Okay. Because I can tell you, I picked popcorn out the other day. It was in there for a couple of days. It wasn't fun. But
yeah, is there special, do you use special shampoo for a beard, or is it just the same shampoo that you use for your hair? But I guess Eric might not have shampoo for his hair.
I don't even use shampoo at all. See, Piersack knows.
You can use if you're gonna wash it every day, you could use regular bar soap.
Yeah, your guy. There's one. Yeah, exactly. I don't face wash. What's that?
Yeah, the 8-in-1 body wash. That, or just a bar soap. It's the same one you wash here, you wash down there. So. And no acne. It's beautiful.
Not at the same time though.
But no,
very cool.
There's definitely some beard oils. All right, something like that. But make sure you find somebody local. Go to the Renaissance Fair. All right, go there. You'll find you'll find a whole bunch of stuff there, and somebody you'll like down there.
My son has a beard, so in essence, I know he's got a couple of products already. So I figure with your help and what he's got, I should be set.
Very good. Good luck with that,
dude.
Have fun. Good luck on your test, Shannon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you got this. Have fun over there, and good luck with the museums this weekend, guys.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, definitely.
Have a
to
good
you,
one.
Beer Snack.
Bye,
Yep,
Beer Snack.
definitely.
Good to see you, Beersnet.
So I got to ask Joe, with all of that technical knowledge you've got in your head, like, are you going to continue to, find more radios like that DX10 and 991? Or are you just going to be like,
No. If I come across some more lightning struck radio, I've always been attracted to electronics that don't work anymore, because most of the time it's possible to make them work again. Now, sometimes, yeah, if it rattles like a bag of popcorn on the inside, pass it up,
done.
right? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if the price is right, like, so originally the guy that I got that or those radios from, he had the DX10 listed. I knew nothing about the 991A till the day of, but he had the DX10 listed on Facebook Marketplace for $300 parts only, right?
Wow.
And I was like, dude, it's been struck by lightning. Yeah, it don't operate. Yeah, the screen still comes on, but $300. I'm like, so I said, hey, look, I'm not interested in the radio, but I'm interested in whether I can fix it or not. So I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I've got a top dollar offer of, I'll give you $100. And they wouldn't take it. And I was like, okay, well, if you change your mind, let me know. You got my information. And the next time I hear from him, he's talking about having a big sale at his house where he's getting rid of a lot of, this dude had tons of ham radio stuff, antennas and just junk and just stuff everywhere. He had a lot of old radios. I actually got a 2-meter or one of those, the N7500, the VGC.
Oh yeah.
I picked that up for $40. He was selling, still in the box. He just didn't like it because of the app on the phone, and he didn't want to share his location and permissions and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that sucks, So I took that.
As he smiles off the side of his face.
Yeah, that sucks. I'll help you out.
That must be really tough, man. I feel your pain.
But yeah. So anyway, I didn't see him at his little garage sale, and I done been looking because I had that on my mind the whole time, right? I'm like, maybe he'll take my offer this time. But so I picked up that VGC radio and a combiner for HF UHF, so I could hook 2 antennas up to my 705. And I was about to just pay him for those and drive the hour and a half back home, and I asked him last minute. I was like, hey, so what about your DX10? I didn't see it anywhere. Still got it? And he's like, oh yeah, it's under the table in the box there, and the 991A's on top of right above it in its box. So let me tell you, this is mind blowing. Not only did I get these radios and they're working now, but I have the original manufacturer box and I have the original shipping box that they came in.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Fella.
cool. That's cool.
I tried to explain this to my wife. I said, do you realize if I don't even get the radios to work, I can sell those boxes for what I just paid for these radios, right?
Yeah, so Joe, you got to put it into the girl math of like, okay, if you have a 30% coupon when you go into Hobby Lobby and you spend $150, that's how much you save, is how much I get for the box.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly. But yeah,
So.
that was pretty neat. But yeah,
Dude, I give you credit. I'm not at that stage in my ham career, and I've been a ham 30 years, that I want to crack out a soldering iron and tear into a radio and look at schematics and whatnot.
Well, schematics is a whole different thing. I started out with that. I can recognize a few symbols on a schematic, but I'm still lost when it comes to one. Like I was trying to find the schematics on one of those radios. It's like 5 or 6 different pages, and like I couldn't make heads or tails on which board it was, right? So like I don't know. I know what the symbols are, but I don't know where they're freaking at in the radio. I need some coloring book pictures here. But
Yep.
So and that's one of the reasons I was so willing and kind of anxious to see if I could fix that DX10s, because I found a YouTube video where a guy had done it with the same symptoms that this one had.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got lucky on the 991A that that resistor was completely blown off the board with the trace. And the repair attempt of the previous owner made it quite obvious where I needed to start. So,
nice. Wow.
So yeah, if it wasn't for that video on YouTube, the DX10, I would have had no clue where to start. It probably would not be fixed now, right? I wouldn't have
Well,
known to.
you'd have to find an Elmer is basically what it boiled down to. You'd have to find an old guy who's already done the repair on the radio 19 times, and you'd have to sell him something or
Well, yeah,
trade.
But then you come in. This is a modern radio. Hasn't Elmer fixed these radios, or is he still working on tube types? Right.
Well, the DX10 is, but the 991's been around 20 years.
Oh yeah, it has. But
yeah.
So yeah, but if it wasn't for that YouTube video, and I'm gonna make a little video showing my experience with those still pictures that I took and stuff. Because if it wasn't for that YouTube video, like many other things, I would have no clue that I needed to inject 3.3 volts into the circuit. I probably would have been lost, but that was a saving grace. So,
Shane, it's a Hotel California. They won't let you leave.
So I don't know what Shane's doing.
He's trying to eject. The parachute's not opening, nor is the reserve. Well, dude, either way, like I'm super impressed. Like I always think I can do the electronic side of stuff, but my basic soldering skills are just that basic, and I can do the simple through hole stuff. But when it comes to really getting to that level, like my mind just checks out. So
yeah, as far as like the SMD and the surface mount components, I probably would not have tried that with the tools I have in my shack, but I have tools at the office that are mine that are made for that stuff, right? It's just I'm going to use them there because I'm working on those type of components anyway. So that if it wasn't for that, like having the needlepoint solder pencil and the tweezers and stuff and the hot air machine, yeah, that it wouldn't have been. The after pictures would definitely have been. There'd been a lot more melted stuff trying to get a big soldering pin in there.
Yeah.
I'm actually really hoping that I can start to get in a little bit more to building stuff because, I'm not really a builder, but I sort of want to be a builder. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching a lot of videos lately about building mesh core nodes because ever since Hamvention, I've been getting really into mesh core. So I've been watching videos where people are building like these stealth mesh core nodes into like little solar lights and stuff like that. And they make it look so easy that I'm like, okay, maybe I could do this. Yeah. So, we'll see if, I probably won't get to do it while I'm in England because I don't know how I'm going to order the stuff while I'm there. If the different websites ship to the UK or not, like Seed Studio and stuff, and how much that shipping would be, but definitely like that could be something that I end up doing over the winter or whatever, is building some mesh core nodes and trying to get them deployed around Lynn so that Lynn can be better connected to the greater mesh.
I think HRCC, Josh, has got some smart ideas around that, good old Harbor Freight solar,
that
device.
that was the video that I just saw yesterday. That,
Stealthy.
Really, yeah. I mean, I was like, okay, the
not
little,
so stealthy.
The little light thing was like $15.
Where's this getting his power from?
The solar node. Nice.
A little solar light.
Hamgenuity.
Yeah, the little light was like what, $15, and then the little Wio or Zhao
like
board, whatever it was like $13. So
yep.
All right. I'm gonna show you some guys. What I got here. Hang on.
Oh Lord.
So
don't knock over the candle.
I'm gonna twist my back here. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, there it is. So, Amazon's been making some deliveries at the house. And one of the things about Amazon is I use my points. I used to just dump my points on this and, but I've been kind of getting selective with my points and just let it build up like a bank account. And then it's like free stuff. Especially if you can like suspend it for, I don't know, like a couple days. Like if you don't need it within 24 to 48 hours, you get it like 4 or 5 days later, whatever, and you get X amount of % back. And it's like So I picked up this case. And so you're all going to say what's inside the case. Well, I haven't cut. I have not cut the foam out yet.
Never asked Pandora's box, but anyway.
Right. So I decided to get one of these little SDR radios. And I got it through Amazon. I was going to go through the Temu and a few others.
Time out. You got that in that big box?
No, there's other stuff. There's other stuff in the box.
Okay, continue.
No. Well, it's funny you said that because my first choice for the box was going to be something small. And just, but I got to tell you something. I wish I had this when I was 12 years old, 10 years old, 14 years old, sitting in my room. And instead of having my shortwave radio and my AM, FM, tabletop radio, and then eventually a stereo, this is a really cool thing to not only for AM and FM broadcast, but you can even listen to CB on here if you want. You can listen to all the shortwave, all the ham bands.
What's that called?
This is the ATS Mini, and it's the version 4, the ATS 4. But I really, really like it. It's all menu driven as far as if you want to change the volume, change the mode, and you can change your display. It's really cool. I think it's about $30. Hey guys, Father's Day gift. When the kids want it, instead of you getting your aftershave and your cologne or people don't know what to get you, just tell them, give me a gift certificate to Amazon and I'll buy it. Whatever. But this is cool. I even took my dipole antenna with an alligator clip off of here to the center of the PL259, and man, boy, you hear the world on this thing. This is absolutely a fun little thing to even just play it in the background. Quick USB-C will charge it up, and I've had it on for a couple hours, and the battery hasn't even moved yet. So I haven't done a full drain or like a 90% drain, but this is a really, really cool. I'll put this up to the.
So is it shortwave really cool. And FM AM or what's
yes, everything? all modes, you name it, you can listen to it. And it's like I said, you're just sitting on the back deck or whatever, you go on vacation and you're in your room, you could even throw an ear jack in there, a 3.5 millimeter in there. Really, really cool, and doesn't take up a lot of space. Because as you can see, this is smaller than, even if you just charge this and throw this in your pocket, that's all you need. They also give you a very interesting antenna, one of these little loops, very, very sharp, but I haven't really played too much with it. Then I picked up this because every ham has got to have more battery power, more batteries.
I love those things.
Yes. Now they make the single and the double. Yes, it looks like a flash, but
the double's better.
I like the double.
67.
Right, and obviously you have your ports for charging, you have your USB, but what I like about it is this. You get a light, a separate purchase, you can get the light so it has the...
Man, you're ruining my review.
No, I'm going to, you can enhance it because you can spend more time than what I'm doing. So now you got a nice little tripod for it.
So this is the smaller version.
Okay, that's a single. I bought the double only because my points... But this is what I really, really like. And this is going to have a lot of potential for me in the tent in the wintertime or just whatever operating in the summertime. And
geez, you bought the light too?
Oh, hell yeah. Bought the light. Why would I not buy the light? And there you go. And it's adjustable. I'm throwing everything off here. But that's really, really bright to very, very low. And I really like it. And of course, this is cool in itself, but most battery packs you got to prop it up.
It's a Nest Out. N-E-S-T Nest Out. N-E-S-T-O-U-T.
Yes.
IP67 waterproof. You can literally run this over, and I've tested it on the video that I'll be releasing soon. You can
have you really?
Car tire.
I've been tempted.
I bought the kit, so if you want the little light. So you get the little tripod stand, and then you got the little light that sits right on top of it.
And I thought it was cool again I think it's a great Father's Day gift, birthday, Christmas gift. You do anything in your in your family with any type of, what do you call those things? Secret
Outdoor.
Santas and white elephants. And this is like a really, really cool. And you can see how much battery power you have, 15,000 ampere hours of
That's pretty cool.
power.
It's pretty bright too. mean-
Yeah, it's really, I think, like right now it's pitch black right outside here. And I mean, if I wanted to just fool around and take a walk in my backyard, it's all I need. I mean, you don't have to use your phone.
And
So-
how
Yeah,
much
they get a lot-
was it, Izzo?
It's a
I'm
little
sorry?
pricey.
It's a little. I think this was about 30 or 40. I think, but then again, I use my
No.
points,
Dude,
so
no. $66.99. But
66 for the double. This is about $30, and then this is another 40 for the light.
yeah. But yeah, I remember I used all my points. So so between
Well,
the cake and this and the
to be
light, I
fair,
ended up paying like $20 or like $21 for
the
everything.
one
so.
like Izzo's got for $67, you can break that into payments of $16.75 times
Okay.
4. So
Yep.
Right.
easy pay.
Right.
But
Or
dude,
like I
that
said,
is
use your
beautiful.
points.
Yep.
Use your points or whatever. Or
What
like I
points
said,
are you talking about? Missing
So
don't
for-
do points.
for Amazon, I can. Well, you don't mean you don't do points. I love my points, man. I like managing my money. I
Where
like
you get points?
He
from
likes
buying
his-
other Amazon stuff, and then like I have an option.
I don't get.
You don't
points
get those,
for
Joe?
buying No.
Yeah,
you
you
don't-
usually get like it's basically like a save. Like they credit you back like an extra couple of bucks for if you buy a device off of the on sale type stuff.
I'm gonna have to send them an email.
No,
The hell
mine's
my
for just
points at?
about everything. If I don't want it shipped in
Yeah,
24
give or
to
take.
48 hours, I can suspend the ship to 5 days or whatever.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
then they give you a percentage back, and then it
I
starts to
have saw that
accumulate.
option.
And the pennies become dollars, and the dollars become start becoming zeros in front of the dollars, and it's nice. It's not. It's just got to have a little willpower, obviously. But for everything, like I said, for under $25, I was able to get everything, and I had an extra USB, longer cord, and
Izzo, does that bottom of the double actually have a 1024 thread on the bottom of it?
yes, it does.
Oh, sweet.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But the tripod does not come with the battery. It only
No,
comes with
with
the
the
light.
light.
With the
Yep.
light. But guess what? You got to have the light because
Yep.
you got just like with antennas, you can never have enough antennas. You can never have enough of this stuff. So Joe, that is why I said for the time being, I'm gonna. But I may read what do you call it? I may take the box and use it for something
Repurpose
else
it.
and just
I
repurpose
like
it.
the
and
I
use
like
a
that
different
little
box.
lantern
It's
looking.
literally
light.
in the video I've got. I threw it in a glass of water, plugged it in, and it still kept the light running. It literally
Really?
is like amazing. It's pretty cool. I saw
So
them
if you
on
get put out in the rain-
Overland show. Yeah.
Right. So
Grand
I-
Admiral says this is about to turn into QVC. I used to
And
love
now-
watching QVC.
Oh, God.
I still,
I
kinda
still
turn
watch it.
on
I-
as like background noise.
The
Yes,
easy
I
pay
do
to get
too.
you, man.
Their Christmas decorations,
Because
their
you're lonely.
Bethlehem lights.
Shannon, we do that at work. I get razz for it. I don't care because between the cooking stuff and the gadgets and the gadgets and all this other stuff. Listen, when they start talking about the Birkenstock, no, I don't need no Birkenstock.
Yeah, I don't
But
care
there's-
about the clothes, but
Yeah.
I like the Christmas decorations. Yeah, when they
Hell
have
yeah.
like the electronics, the gadgets, the toys.
The outdoor lanterns and this and that, you can exactly. So again, I've just gotten a little better with my Amazon spending, thrifting of. Now let me just say, hey, wait a minute. I don't need it. I really don't need it in 48 hours. I'll take it in 5 days and start putting that extra money or that money kickback. I'll put it into the kitty. I'll run it, and then I treat myself to something. I said I'm going to treat myself to this, and we'll see what happens.
There you go.
So I
Good,
think
good.
I did good. I'll play with it for the summer. Like so, I know in the wintertime that's going to get used all the time inside the tent. So
Well, like keeping these small little ones is though, you can throw this in like a glove compartment in your car,
Yeah.
and it'll last like almost a year, no problem. Well, as long as it's not being used, and it's amazing. Like it can take a beating, and still keep coming back, and the charge is just. The fact that it's a PD charger, it's like so awesome because I throw it on a PD charger, and in 20 minutes it's back charged.
I forget the one that everybody was talking about. Jason and a few others. And it comes in different sizes. One size is about the pack of his cigarettes. One's a little bit longer, more rectangular, 20,000 ampere hours. Christmas time, all the kids got one, and I said, I don't ever want to hear that your iPhone's dead
Until they lose it.
Until they lose. So they're gonna get a different one. But and I each gave them a different color, so you can't say, because mine are always black. Don't take mine. Go find your red one. Go find your green one. Whatever. There you go, man. So that was.
Here's a little tip, Izzo, with that box. If you're gonna repurpose it, my first suggestion is throw away that stupid pick and pluck foam. Get rid of it. Go over, like, it's in your local area. Go look up Kaizen foam and go up to their website. You can find their foam, and it's basically closed cell foam, and you buy their cutting kit, and you can literally cut out shapes so it sits firmly in there. Allows you to, like, finger hole tools to create the finger holes and stuff like that. But
Funny
you can color code. God.
Because in my rack over here, I got these bins, and I have foam from other cases that I haven't used. I said, someday I'm going to use this stuff. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. So I say foam, especially for these boxes.
And they're custom molded for all those boxes, so you get them exactly to fit, and you don't have to do anything, and you're good to go.
Correct.
But I have, like, all my boxes color coded, so, like, the foam inside, the lower part of the foam is a color. So I know when I pull the lid open, everything that's in blue for this sits in this box, kind of thing.
Well, watching T.O. Ham Nuggets last night, T.O. is running different colors, and I'm thinking I may start doing that too. I may come up with a scheme in my head that says anything that is antenna for outside may go to, like, an olive drab green. Black may be for battery. Red will be for maybe test equipment. I'm thinking of categorizing my brain.
I sort of went with this route instead, but the colors worked for a little while. You know what these are? These are NFC tags.
Yes.
So I took my little AI brain and said, hey, build me an app that I can scan an NFC tag to. And so I check in, check out stuff out of a box, because I don't know about you, dude, but every time I take a battery out of a box, I forget to put it back in, so now I've got a little, like, scanning inventory tag system now that, like, is pretty slick. So I can pull it up on my phone and say, yeah, I got 5 things out of this box that is not in the box. So, I don't look like an idiot when I go to the
I was going to
activation.
put one in the box. Because I run them for my backpacks. I run them for my POTA bags now. And I'm thinking about adding that tag and just kind of tuck it in here and forget about it. And they're good for what? Maybe about a year, 2 years, maybe? The battery life on
pretty
them?
much. Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
And if I need more, I'll just wait till my points build up again in the Amazon account, and I'll just go buy some more.
Give me my points. I want my points.
It's like my cool.
The little lady from Dunkin' Donuts. I got my Dunkin' Donuts points.
Listen, you talk about the women who go in to pay less shoes or famous footwear, and they always have a coupon. Hobby Lobby. That's what I do. That's me. That's me when it comes to Amazon. So, but God bless the women too who do that. They, we poke fun, but they're actually saving us money, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, listen, you don't get rich by spending money.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta clip those coupons. Look for those.
No, but you have a whole lot of stuff.
George Carlin had a great bit about stuff.
He did. Can't beat it.
So,
no, not Cole's Cash.
Cole's Cash. All right, let's go around the horn here. So, Eric, why don't you do a quick recap? You got to grow a beard.
Yeah, so actually, I'm going to throw this out. So if you're over on my channel, I'll put a post out there. I'm curious. I'll put a little poll to see what the official length should be, and see what comes back, and then determine how I'm going to, attack this, because I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks, and I don't know if I want to be on the beach with the freaking, growth. But we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Stop posting the link.
No, don't stop posting the link.
This is for the kids.
But either way, guys,
this is not only about the beard.
Dude,
this is going to go to
100%.
a great cause of getting some kids introduced to ham radio.
So
that's
my goal is with that group of kids is that I'm going to hopefully talk to the teacher there and see if I can get them on in a live stream and just basically present this to them, because I think, dude, that would be awesome if all of those. There's like about 11 kids in the club, and all of them are working towards getting their ticket, and they've got a couple of donated radios and stuff like that. But if, dude, we can give them $700 to say, hey, go buy whatever, and make the club that bit better, that'd be awesome. So I'm pretty psyched about here with that.
And
Thank you guys.
And then again for this weekend,
Yeah. So we will be at the museum there, working us from 10 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what it is, UTC. Don't ask. Somebody can post it in the chat. But look for W1 Bravo Bravo on the bands. Work us, get a great QSL card out of the deal, and make some people super interested about ham radio. So we're looking to have fun with that. And yeah, a lot more other stuff kind of going on the channel. But if you're already a member over there, then the happenings there. And as always, you can always see Shannon and I every Friday, 10 a.m. Brew and Activate. Even when she's going to be in England. It'll be a weird time, but
yeah, I think it has the event on Saturday is going to be from 1400 UTC to 1800 UTC for anybody that operates in UTC.
Yep. Yeah, and it'll be over on my channel live streaming, so go check out N1JUR, and if you haven't subscribed, do that, and you'll get notified on it. So,
all right.
Thank you again for having us on.
And rolling into Shannon, you have on Friday, you have your test.
Yep. So I'll be on the show on Friday morning, and we'll probably talk about Beard or Bust. And thank you again to all of your people who sent in super chats to make that happen. Like, I did not expect the response that we got. I didn't.
You've seen the magic of ham radio Clubhouse.
So I'm so happy that we made the goal that, Eric now has to grow a beard. And I will say, since it was my idea first, like, I'll allow him to wait until after his beach vacation to start growing the beard. I will grant him that. And yeah, so then, on Saturday afternoon, I'll be taking my UK full exam. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed, everything goes well with that. I think it will. And then, I'll be doing the event on Saturday with Eric. So come on by the Charles River Museum of Industry and Innovation and say hello. And after that, it'll be like probably Sunday and Monday. We'll be trying to literally pack and get ready for this trip because I haven't really packed up much. But, I figure anything that I forget, I can just buy there, right? They have stores. The important thing is that, I want to bring my own radio. I mean, I'm going to be with Radio Hams over there, so there's going to be plenty of radios, but I want to bring the radio that I'm familiar with. So I'm going to bring my D90. I think that's, a great portable radio. It's not too big. It's not too small. It has, the 20 watts. So that's sort of like a sweet spot for SSB, I think, which is, my favorite mode to operate in. So, as long as I have that packed away, then I think we'll be good.
Excellent. And everybody put her in your ham alert when she does fly over. And then when she gets on the air, she'll be 2 weeks over there in the UK.
No, 2 months.
2 months. I'm sorry, 2 months. So we're wishing you some safe and fun travels and stories. And we can't wait to hear when you come on the various live streams. And then when you get back, in August, we can't wait to hear everything that you had.
Yeah, I'm gonna still try to make it onto Brew and Activate. It might not be every Sunday, because we're gonna have
Fridays,
stuff.
Shannon.
I mean, I don't know. See, I'm already so confused about what day. It used to be on Sunday,
like months ago, but yeah.
So it might not be every Friday, but I'll try to get on there when I can, and of course I'll be taking videos and posting pictures and talking to people on Discord. They still have internet there in England, if you can believe it or not. So I'll still be in touch with people.
Excellent. And this Saturday, 6 p.m. is the Northeast Hams Rag Chew here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
So that's the other thing I have to do on Saturday. Is we're doing the event. We're doing Northeast Ham Radio.
You got a busy weekend, girl.
Seriously.
So,
Tell me about it.
Saturday night, 6 p.m. local Eastern Standard Time. You guys do the math. The Northeast Hams Club is a fun YouTube show for a couple hours, and usually run by Mike and 2MAK. Everyone's welcome to hang out and just talk about whatever. I'm sure there'll be some stuff about what happened during the day, and plus moving forward. So check it out in your YouTube streams. So thank you guys both. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Izzo. Appreciate it.
JoeBrett,
what's up? All right, so not to have to squeeze the lemon here. I'll talk. I got some things. Jeff reminded me in the chat again. It's time to get some 2026 Huntsville shirts out.
T-shirts,
so,
right?
Yeah, so I got to finalize that design. I've got one. It just it just didn't click with my heart yet. So got to do that, and then I need to make a little video on how I did the All-Star Link node on the little POC mobile radio I got. Jason was interested in that, and got to do a little short video on my radio repairs that might help somebody else on down the road.
Oh.
And and I got to continue to work on APRS Prop View, which
Nice job, Ab.
released a refreshed update. It's got some more stability in it. I had a fella say that he uses the software TNC like I do, but he uses it on a different computer or something. Anyway, when he lost connection, it didn't tell him. So I built that in. Now you'll know. So and then to try to reconnect. But anyway, just tidied up the UI on the desktop and the mobile view of it, and got another update working in progress. Just some cosmetic feature kind of things, and continue to work on that. And if anybody's in the chat that hasn't seen that, wants to check it out, there's a link in the chat to it. It's all free. APRS propagation and view.
Great app, Joe. Great app.
Thank you.
Excellent job. And
that's
a quick another plug too, JoeBrett. Go ahead.
Okay.
You finish, and I want to give you guys.
Well,
I want to give you another plug.
I've been asked to introduce this app, and it'd be a few months down the road. But it's a pretty big little show. A lot of people listen to, so I hope to have it buttoned up real good and pretty, and everything functioning just right by then for sure.
So for those of you who want any JoeBrett merchandise, not only Huntsville stuff, but he's got stickers. He has his regular JoeBrett stuff. He's got a lot of cool stuff on his spread shirt, and you can modify. You can move things around on the shirt. You can you can do whatever you want. Put it on your sleeve. Put it over here. Put it on your back. It don't make a difference. Put it across your belly. It does. You want JoeBrett across your belly? You can put JoeBrett across your belly. That's the beautiful thing about the spread shirt.
Half shirt's better for me, but yeah.
Well, exactly for you, yes. Mesh, and just like with the Ham Radio Clubhouse stuff on Shane, we have our Ham Radio stickers, our Ham Radio Clubhouse stickers. You could do mugs, T-shirts, whatever you want. So don't forget if you're looking for stuff.
And those links are in the description of the video.
There
right?
you go, guys. Absolutely. So.
And they're clickable now, I believe.
Yep.
I think so. If they're not, just let us know and we'll fix them. But I believe they have been fixed properly. So,
maybe so.
There you go. Me, I got 2 days off. I got some stuff going on that I got to take care of. So I got some local projects, but I want to go play some POTA these next 2 days.
Dude, go try tiles. Go do a tiles.
What's a tiles?
Oh boy, don't get me going. We don't have enough time to talk about it. Check out tilesontheair.com. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I pulled out last night my old Eagle One antenna, and I'm thinking of resurrecting that, watching some videos of what other people are doing, and I think I want to have another option of going back to having the option not only the wires but just drop the antenna in the hitch on the back of the truck.
The top 3 activators, that's their go-to antenna.
Correct.
In all of POTA.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. And James always gives me credit because I started off with that Eagle One and had some fun with it on 40. Even got it to operate on 60 meters. Worked some regional stuff on 60 meters. So grouch.
Yes, he's being grouchy. He hates the OTAs, but anyway.
All right. But anyway, so next couple of weeks, maybe I'll pull, instead of pulling out a box, I'll pull out what I did to modify my Eagle One to get it repurposed, get it going again, and give me another option for antenna designs. And that's what it's all about, experimenting. So JoeBrett likes to experiment with radios. I like to fool around with antennas. So there you go. Next week, Next
You'll
week,
find Grouch in the latest porta potty down the street. But anyway,
absolutely. Next week, we have one of the POTA Parks on the Air organizers coming on. He's going to be talking about what's going on in POTA, upcoming stuff, what they're doing. So we're excited. As you know, we've been a big, long-time supporter of POTA, just like so many other people here. So we can't wait to hear what's going on with that. That's going to be Mark, Kamst. So we're excited to have him come on next week. So everybody have a fun, safe week. Get on the air. I don't care what band. Don't leave a band behind, right, Mike? M2, N2MAK. Don't leave a band behind. And we'll see everybody next week. Joe, you want to play that music?
Been nominated for a Grouchy. They give it to whoever can spend the most time pissed off for absolutely no reason.
you can end
7-3, everybody. Take care. Be safe.
Bye, guys.
Talking about like the outro music?
Yeah, you're supposed to
play
hit
that funky music, white boy.
Click these buttons, Shane.
I don't know what I'm doing. Listen, I know the big button to push.
Well, bye.
It's always about a button. Got to hit the right button.
There we go.